Scientists estimate that the first humans walked on the surface of the Earth approximately 50,000 years ago. From that time till now, it is estimated that more than 108 billion people have lived on Earth. All these people lived in different civilizations during different centuries. However, one common thing that all these people and their civilizations have shared is planet Earth. All the amazing developments that each civilization made during its time remained on the surface of Earth, and as that civilization died, its buildings, items of use, and all kinds of artifacts got buried under the surface of the Earth. It is just mind-blowing to comprehend that the Earth we walk upon has the remains of more than 100 billion people that lived before us. Over time, archaeologists have been able to uncover some of the most amazing artifacts and ancient relics belonging to the past civilizations. And with every passing day, we seem to be discovering more of these past relics. While some part of our knowledge about the past has been transferred from one generation to another, the other part of this knowledge has emerged from the ruins and the relics that were found from underneath the surface of Earth. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be taking a look at 5 mysterious discoveries. Did Jesus have healing powers? Jesus Christ is considered to be one of the most influential people in history. He is the founder of Christianity, and Christians believe him to be the incarnation of the Son of God. It is believed that Jesus performed a number of miracles during his lifetime. Some of the most commonly attributed miracles to Jesus include turning water into wine, walking on water, calming storms, feeding the multitude, and resurrection of the dead. However, the most talked about miracle of Jesus that has been mentioned a number of times in various religious scriptures, and that is believed by millions around the world, is his ability to heal people. It is believed that Jesus could cure the diseased simply by saying a few words and sometimes by applying his spit to the diseased part. He could also heal the blind and cure those suffering from leprosy. These amazing healing powers of Jesus have been widely mentioned in the religious books of Christianity as well as Islam. While the religion and history both have many stories of the healing powers of Jesus, science does not support it, and therefore people explain these powers as miracles. Many people believe that these were the different miracles that Jesus was capable of performing because he was divine. Some people believe that Jesus had some advanced knowledge of Reiki or hypnosis that allowed him to carry out miracle-like acts of healing people. And then there are many people who simply refuse to believe that Jesus had any healing powers. They simply denounce them as made-up stories. However, there are hundreds of stories about the miracles of Jesus. While most of these are mentioned in the religious scriptures, some historians have also come to the conclusion that Jesus did perform some miracle-like acts, including healing people. The healing power of Jesus and the other miracles that he performed are likely to remain a mystery. Cleopatra's tomb. Cleopatra was one of the rulers in ancient Egypt. She was an extremely beautiful lady. Apart from her beauty, Cleopatra was very intelligent. She was able to speak several languages. She had formed military alliances with Roman leaders Mark Antony and Julius Caesar. It is also believed that she had romantic liaisons with powerful leaders. She is one of the most popular characters in history, and there are many myths about her. Over the years, archaeologists and historians have tried to gather more knowledge about Cleopatra and her reign over Egypt through the ruins and relics discovered over time. It is believed that Mark Antony and Cleopatra were lovers, and they were defeated in the Battle of Actium in 31 BC. After defeat, both legendary characters committed suicide. Historical records indicate that Cleopatra and Mark Antony were buried in the same tomb. Archaeologists have since long tried to find Cleopatra's tomb. It is believed that the tomb of Cleopatra is buried somewhere near Alexandria. During the first half of 2019, there were many media reports that archaeologists had discovered the tomb of Cleopatra. However, Zahi Hawass, who is the lead archaeologist of the search team working on finding the tomb of Cleopatra, denied the media reports. Many archaeologists are still excavating the area near Alexandria where they believe the tomb of Cleopatra is buried. Experts are quite confident that they will be able to find Cleopatra's tomb in the near future. Carnac stones, France. The Carnac stones in France have been amongst the most mind-boggling archaeological artifacts ever discovered. Researchers have been studying these strange stones for centuries. These prehistoric stones exist near the village of Carnac in France. These stones demonstrate dolmens, alignments, and other ancient geometry. Many of the geometric demonstrations of the Carnac stones are consistent with the other prehistoric sites found in different parts of the world. There are more than 3,000 stones at the site, and it is believed that these were cut from the local rocks. Archaeologists believe that these stones were erected sometime between 3,300 BC and 4,500 BC. Over the years, scientists and historians have made many attempts to decode these mysterious stones, but all their efforts have failed, until recently when an ancient science known as geoglyphology was rediscovered. Researchers had to first understand the protocols of geoglyphology in order to be able to decode the Carnac stones. After years of hard work, researchers were able to understand the science of geoglyphology. They learned the protocols of the science and applied them to different geoglyphs found in different parts of the world. They found that these geoglyphs were used as marking territories. Carnac stones use the same principles of geoglyphology. Historians believe that the famous Stonehenge in England and the Carnac stones in France were constructed during the same time period. They were made somewhere around 3,400 BC. This has led the historians to believe that the cultures that created the Carnac stones and Stonehenge were related to each other. The discovery of the Carnac stones and the science of geoglyphology have opened a new window of knowledge for researchers. It has revealed that the ancient civilizations were able to not only travel across the world, but they were also able to map the world as well. It has also revealed that ancient humans were way more advanced in different sciences and technologies than we had ever thought them to be. Derinkuyu Underground City. In 1963, one of the most fascinating discoveries was made by a Turkish man while he was renovating the basement of his house. He knocked down one of the basement walls in his house when he found that there was an entire underground city lying under the area. He had found the lost city of Derinkuyu. The construction of the underground city of Derinkuyu started between the 8th and 7th centuries BCE. It was constructed by the Frisians, who were Indo-European people. It is believed that chapels were built in the underground city after the population converted to Christianity during Roman times. The Christian population at that time used this underground city in order to escape persecution by the Romans. However, the major expansion of the city happened during the Byzantine period. The Muslim Arabs took refuge in this city during the Arab-Byzantine Wars. These wars took place between 790 and 1180 AD. During this time, various tunnels were created linking this city to other subterranean cities. The 18-story underground city of Derinkuyu was capable of housing up to 20,000 people. Historians have found various tunnels linking the city to more than 200 subterranean cities. Some of the tunnels that connect Derinkuyu to other underground settlements are several miles long. In 2014, scientists discovered multi-level settlements of living spaces, wineries, chapels, kitchens, and staircases. They also found a proper system of lighting up the underground city with lamps. A number of artifacts, including stone crosses, ceramics, and grindstones, were also discovered recently. The Olmec Heads, Mexico. In 1862, mysterious large stone representations of human heads were discovered in Mexico. These heads were sculpted from large boulders of basalt. The height of these heads ranged from 1.17 meters to 3.4 meters. Upon research, archaeologists discovered that these strange heads were made by the Olmec civilization belonging to ancient Mesoamerica. The Olmec heads, often referred to as the Olmec monuments, portray the faces of mature individuals. They have flesh cheeks, slightly crossed eyes, and flat noses. The physical characteristics of the Olmec heads correspond to that of the inhabitants of present-day Veracruz and Tabasco in Mexico. The back of the Olmec heads are flat. Historians are baffled by the sheer size of these monuments. They believe that the rocks from which these monuments were carved were brought from the Sierra de los Tuxtlax mountains that are located at a distance of more than 150 kilometers from these monuments. The transportation of these giant rocks and then carving them was surely a huge challenge. Historians have no clue as to how the Olmecs were able to overcome these challenges and make such amazing masterpieces. The smallest Olmec head weighs 6 tons, and the largest weighs 50 tons. The exact age of these monuments is still not clear. However, archaeologists believe that most of the Olmec heads were made sometime between 1500 BC and 1000 BC, and some of them were made during 1000 BC and 400 BC. The Olmec civilization, which made these heads, is considered to be the first major civilization in Mexico. It is believed that this civilization lived in Mexico from 1200 BC to 400 BC. But what do you think of these 5 mysterious discoveries and ancient relics? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos.